Welcome to the Natural Edge for Partners, where we help you guide landowners through the experience of naturalizing their shoreline. You'll use the login details that we give you, and then you'll get to your dashboard. The first thing you'll want to do is add your easily sourced plants. You can see here I don't have any, but what you can do is go to the native plant database, choose your zone based on your location, your province, and other sorts of filters. And here you're going to select plants that you can source easily. What sourcing easily means is that you have a nursery that has this plant available, and these are going to be the plants that your landowner can choose from. We don't want them to select native plant species that we can't source. So you see here in my easily sourced plants, all my plants, and I can remove them, or I can click through to them to view more details about them. I can also always remove it from my list or add it to my list. So I've added a few, but a lot of people can add up to 70 or 80 plants, and that means that the landowner is going to get a great experience. The next thing you're going to want to do is fill out your partner details. Here we have all about you as a partner, and this is information that's filled out in your contract with the landowner. The partner short form, usually some initials that will appear in the contract, and we also include a description of your organization. Fill out the details here, and then you're going to set the prices. What we have is a general price for potted, bare root, wildflower, and mulch, and we expect this to be an average that you have for your region. Some regions are more expensive than others, so you might want to adjust this. And then you're going to select your payment type depending on how your program works. In this case, we recommend that you choose the Shoreline Restoration Starter Kit. We charge a one-off fee of $250, and you get free plants. In this case, 10 free potted plants, 35 bare root plants, and 5 wildflowers. But you can adjust those numbers. Some of our other partners, based on their grants, have selected the percentage contribution. The landowner contributes a certain percentage of the costs, and then you have these other planting costs, your overhead costs, that you can put in. So we recommend that you keep it on the Shoreline Restoration Starter Kit. Landowner seems to really enjoy that. Now that we've gone through the basics, you're going to go to your app and we're going to create our first plan. Once you download the Natural Edge app, you're going to log in with the details we give you, either your email or your username. Then we're going to create our first plan. Go through the details. We encourage you to create a plan name convention. In this case, it's the landowner last name / the water body name. Project timing, usually we plant in spring and fall. And your survey date is the date you're actually doing your survey. The planting date is when you're actually going to do the planting. And you can leave this blank if you don't know it. Fill out your landowner information. If the mailing address is different, select that option here. And we encourage you to allow watersheds to use photos in promotional activities. You can also have them sign up for mailing lists. Here we have your to-do list for your plan on your right-hand side. The first thing you're going to want to do with the landowner is complete the pre-survey. It's 16 questions. Hand them the iPad to go through. Now we're going to add plants and compartments. Add a new compartment and make sure that you select the site conditions. If you don't select any site conditions, we can't match it to any plants, especially for moisture levels and pH. First thing we're going to do is we're going to take a photo, and then we're going to draw an outline. Write the length and depth in meters, but you can adjust the area if the shape is irregular. I can also grab and move these toggles around. If I make a mistake, I can cut the value, or I can use the trash can to delete the whole thing. In this case, the landowner wants a path. We record the path just so that the landowner feels secure that we are listening to them and we won't plant in their path zone. Now we're going to add some plants, and you're going to choose some plants together. If you haven't selected enough site conditions, your list might be empty. Go back and make sure that you've selected all the site conditions so that we can match some plants. You're going to go through this list with the landowner and select which plants you think would look nice in their region. Then we're going to go back to the compartment and we're going to plant some of these plants. You have bare root, potted, or wildflower as options. In this case, we're going to do a combination of black cherry bare root at the front where we don't have the depth to plant. And again, we're going to draw a shape and we're going to specify the number of bare root plants that we're going to plant there. We also have some potted cherries, and you can select the different size standard buttons for the cherry potted plants. But if I want to make those bigger, I can make them bigger and I can move them with the hand tool. I'm going to also plant some beaked hazel as potted plants over on this side. So as you get better, you can plant more trees and plants. Now that we've created our compartment, you can see that you can keep adding compartments if you have different areas that you might use. We've completed that and we're ready to sign the agreement with the landowner. You need the internet to do this. When you hit View Report, we're going to upload your images and we're going to apply the information that you collected here to your plan. This is a view of the website and you can access this page on the website as well. Clicking View PDF creates a PDF that you can then mail to the landowner. As you can see, we've started to list the various details, the number of plants, information for your landowner, and your drawing. There's also the financial summary and the project schedule, and you can go through all this with the landowner. When you're happy, you as a representative can sign, and so can the landowner, and we save the details. Now we're going to return to the app and finish the project. Once you're finished planting this plant, we encourage you to complete the planting by taking photos. And you're just going to check this off that you've done it. Make sure that you upload them to the website for us as a reference. And you're going to get the landowner to complete the post survey. It's really important that when you use this, that we complete the pre and post surveys, as it is really important for the ongoing research that we're doing. All your plans will appear here. Visit your admin panel to edit some of the details. However, to do any drawing, you need to use the app. We hope you enjoy using the Natural Edge program. If you have any questions, please get in touch.